respond forcefully to any new aggression after US President Donald Trump threatened further strikes if Tehran rebuilds its nuclear or ballistic missile capabilities. Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian wrote on X that any attack would be met with a harsh response that would make the aggressor regret it. This comes after Trump said Washington could knock the hell out of Iran's nuclear infrastructure if rebuilding efforts are detected, insisting US strikes in June had already obliterated Iran's nuclear capabilities. His comments follow reported Israeli concerns that Iran may be restoring long-range missile capacity. Iran, meanwhile, maintains it is no longer enriching uranium and remains open to negotiations. The renewed war of words comes as Trump seeks momentum on an Israel-Hamas ceasefire and faces broader regional tension involving Israel and Iran. Joining me in this discussion is Mohammad Khatibi, who's Middle East affairs expert, and he joins us from Tehran. Thank you very much, Mr. Khatibi, for joining me. What's your assessment of Iran's nuclear capabilities? Would you say it's almost ready with its nuclear arsenal? You're on mute. Could you kindly, please go ahead.
The current rhetoric about Iran's nuclear program, about Trump and the Netanyahu visit to the United States, is nothing new. The two parties, Israel and the United States, carried out operations against Iran's nuclear facilities back in June, and they are simply doing the same rhetoric right now, and Netanyahu seems to be getting the green light from Trump to attack Iran again. So this time the issue is the missile program of Iran, which is completely defensive, and Iran has the capability to strike the Israel and any US base in the region. So this time they want to attack Iran under the pretext of Iran's missile capabilities, and this time the nuclear issue is not the case. So Iran is still wanting to be on the negotiating table, but it's the other side which persists on zero enrichment, and it wants the defensive capabilities of Iran to be gone. So there is no way that Iran passes this red line, because the missile program is an important part of Iran's defense capabilities, and the range of the missiles ensures that Iran is capable to attack Israel. And it was not Iran which initiated the war, the 12-day war, and it was Israel which was supported by the United States and targeted not just only the nuclear facilities but also civilian and residential areas, killing not only commanders and generals but also ordinary people. So this rhetoric is not new, and the pressure on Iran still persists. However, the zero enrichment policy that Trump took during his second term is not acceptable for Iran, because for more than 20 years Iran has insisted on enriching uranium inside Iranian territory, and it has vowed to regain that enriching capacity in due time. So whether Trump agrees to some kind of enrichment in Iran or not, the negotiating will be halted.
Well, sure, but do you think Russia and all the Iran backers, whether it's China or North Korea, also to step in? Because as far as the nuclear talks were concerned, no real progress was made, at least this year.
I think these countries, no one wants an Iran with nuclear weapons, including Russia and China. No other party wants to have nuclear weapons, and Iran is also committed to the NPT. And if it was Iran pursuing nuclear weapons, the first parties that were against it were Russia and the Chinese government. So during the UN resolutions 2231 and other resolutions Iran in a war with the United States or Israel in the short term, because they know that Iran is capable to defend itself. And I don't think that Trump wants to be involved in a Middle Eastern war, which will drag lots of troops here on the ground. And it's not good for the domestic politics of the United States, as well as the issue is China rather than Iran. And Trump is aiming to contain China more than it wants to end the wars in the Middle East.
Sure, I take your point. Thank you very much, Mr. Khatibi, for joining me in this discussion. And moving ahead now, viewers, let's tell you that